Hey guys, I know what you're thinking. What am I doing sitting here, staring at these guys' hairy gorilla wrists? Well, I will be doing an updated review of the God of Death yo-yo by SmartU. I did review this yo-yo before, but I did have some bad information, and I was corrected on that. Who you are, thank you, I appreciate that. So, as for the packaging, you will get something that looks like this. It says Phoenix right up here, and the first model in the series is called the Flying Phoenix, which this is the second, which is the God of Death. As you can see right here, it says Model SU02 or 02, with the design of the Reaper up in here, with ages 8 plus. Now this packaging does feel very familiar and does feel very reminiscent of both Yo-Yo Factory's packaging and Magic Yo-Yo's packaging. I say that because you have that splash all over here with that very vertical shape or box feel that Yo-Yo Factory pulls out with the inner tab that pulls out with the yo-yo, as it does have that. As for text, here you have more of the splatter, flames, and some stripes here with some designs. A little hand-drawn, looks like it may be a little doodles. Submarine, flame head guy with a fist, and a little cityscape down here. And then it says, you can't really see that too well, but it says civilian and professional, Shenzhen SmartU. And then on the other side here, it has a description of this, which says, Series R Professional Alloy Yo-Yo for advanced player in competition and daily practice. You can use this yo-yo for trick 1A, 3A, and 5A. It is registered trademark of Shenzhen SmartU, Alloy Yo-Yo Manufactory from China, patent pending. Please contact us through our website, which is down here. I have tried looking up their website, and it leads me to a dead link. You do have the recycle sign here, made in China, obviously. More splatter, kind of wave design right up in here with the warning label. It says, warning, choking hazard, not suitable for children under 3 years due to small parts. Do not throw package or yo-yo at people, pets, or breakables, obviously, right? And then up here on this tab, let's move this up, Hand Extreme Sports, as you can see that. Opening this up here, you have that lip here with open, with the tab telling you to lift up. But as you can see, the yo-yo does not come out as it is supposed to. But here it says, never underestimate your power to change yourself, which is rather nice. A little nice touch here. The yo-yo, you have to get it out like so, just kind of a pain, especially if you like collecting the boxes for keeping them as display pieces or like to keep them mint. And here we have the yo-yo itself, the God of Death, model number 2 of the SmartU series. Here you have the SmartU laser engraving with the Grim Reaper design, Chinese character. Here you have the profile of it completely, where you have the internals here with this nice shape to it, which I absolutely love. Here you see again on the opposite side the SmartU with the characters down here and the Grim Reaper laser engravings. First impressions getting this thing out of the box, it felt really cheap. Of course, being a under $15 yo-yo off of eBay, it does feel very cheap. And surprisingly though, once I started playing with this thing, my tune did start to change, because this thing, for the price it is, and for actually what it is being a cheap Chinese knockoff, this thing actually plays very well for what it is. I'm not saying it's the best. Well, I'm not saying it's the best out of budget metals. I'm just saying for what it is really good. Again, I got this for under $15 on eBay. Free shipping. I could have gotten this cheaper from China. Again, it would have taken a lot longer to get here, maybe a month and a half, as compared to less than a week here in the United States. As for what you can do with this thing, you can get some thumb grinds. You can't do any finger or hand grinds because the metal won't allow it. It's very grippy, so it won't grind too well. But One thing that I obviously do not like, though, is the high inner wall where the bearing seat is. As you can see, there's this high wall right up in here. They probably could have made that better by making it flush or rounding it. Because that is there, thicker or normal string will grab, and when it will grab, it will come back and hit you right in the hand, and it hurts. And the reason why it hurts so much is because the shape here is very sharp, sharp curves, and when it comes hard and it hurts bad. I have hit myself multiple times because I do play with these things stock for about a week when I get them, and then I'll change up the string, the bearing, or response depending on what I think will enhance the play for my standards and my specific style, allowing me to give you guys information of what it does stock and what you can get it to do when you modify it yourself. Now, as for internals, twist this thing. It is a twist apart, obviously. It does come with a small bearing, a small axle, I would say. The axle is removable. It isn't fixed. As you can see, I got some Yo-Yo Factory CBC pads which fit in there. The response it came with was a yellow response pad. It didn't seem to play too well. It was not too grippy. It was extremely soft and slack when it would bind on the string, and just wasn't all that good. I think flowable silicone would do a lot better in this, but the Yo-Yo Factory CBC pads work wonders on this thing. You will have to use a slimmer string, and currently what I'm using is a G-string which is a thinner string compared to normal kitty string, and it plays a whole lot better with that, because normally with normal kitty string or a fatter string, it will grab on the string, it will come back unexpectedly, and it will hit you, and it does hurt. The bearing here is a 10-ball concave bearing. It is gold-plated, which is extremely rare for a really cheap budget metal yo-yo. But again, one of the things that I just don't really like is this inner lip where the bearing sits and the response pad is. It's just a horrible design element, and it's not that good. It's just bad. Of course, this being a cheap Chinese knockoff for under $15, what can you really expect? But, as I said, it does feel really cheap when you first get this, and giving this a good play, giving this some play, your tune will change either by a little or a lot. But as for specs, it does have a diameter of 5.75 millimeters, a gap width of 4.72 millimeters, a width of 4.2 millimeters, and a weight of about 65 grams, which is average for aluminum yo-yos or metal yo-yos. Plastics being heavier, this being an average weight, it does feel a little quick on the string, which it is. And like I said, it does feel cheap, and it doesn't feel too solid when you hold it in the hand. But once you give this thing a good throw, after you've changed out the response pads, changed out the string, maybe even the bearing, once you give this a good throw, you will be surprised by this thing's stability. This thing is extremely well balanced on the string. And with that G-string in here, my binds are extremely tight, and the throws feel very solid and secure. It doesn't bite the string, or it doesn't grab the string unexpectedly because it is a thinner string, which plays really well in this thing here. You can pull off, pretty much anything you throw at it, but it will have its problems here and there. It's not a bad yo-yo for under $15, honestly. If you're interested in more of the other lines, there are maybe a total of 5 or 6, I think, in the entire SmartU series. I do really like this shape, though. It feels really nice in the hand. Those sharp edges are a problem, especially if you get a bad bind and it comes back. It will hurt very, very much. I would know because I have come back and right on the nail, and it's not the nicest feeling in the world. We'll just leave it at that. But honestly, I was extremely surprised when I first threw this thing, because it was extremely stable and well balanced on the string, and feeling like this is an extremely cheap yo-yo once you hold it in your hand is very surprising, because you can pull off your tricks on this thing, no problems. You modify it to your specific standards, and you'll get much better play out of it. Of course, it's not going to feel like a budget metal yo-yo like a Shutter. It's not going to feel like some of the yo-yos from the Magic Yo-Yo line, because some of those yo-yos are very good for what they are, being knockoffs, and they feel a lot more solid and stable than this thing. But for what it is, it's really good. Again, you can't really knock it for, or have high expectations for this, because again, it's a cheap Chinese knockoff that you can get for under $15. Again, I just really love this design, and the Grim Reaper in there looks really cool. You got this inner lip in here, which you can probably do some thumb grinds in there and some more thumb grinds in here. But as for playability, you could probably throw most of your tricks on this thing, but if you don't modify it to your specific standards, it won't really live up to what you want it to do. Even if you do that, you might not be able to pull off some of the more intricate string tricks on this thing, but you can still pull off a great range of tricks, and you can pull off some good combos on this. And again, for what it is, its stability and balance is very well distributed. It's got this really nice shape and look to it. It feels really nice in the hand, but it does feel extremely cheap. I will be doing or posting up a review on the flying, or not the Flying Phoenix, but the Hope Star, which is another one of the other SmartU yo-yos from the series. These, contrary to belief, this is not a Magic yo-yo. I thought it was, and that was where the bad information came from when I told you guys in my first review that this was a Magic yo-yo. I was corrected on that, and I thank you for giving me that information. You know who you are. But all in all, this being what it is, it's actually really good. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but for what it is, it's pretty good. Decent, I would say. If you guys have any questions on this thing, go ahead and ask. If you guys got any feedback, even the smallest feedback will help. It does go a long way. I do hope on posting an unboxing and a review of the Hope Star. I will be doing a review of the Premiere by Something. And hopefully I plan to post as many unboxings and reviews on yo-yos as I can. I would really like to grow this channel and give you guys as much information, my reviews, my opinions on yo-yos that I do have in my collection, currently play with, or any recent release that I might be interested in getting and playing with. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Leave a comment, subscribe, whatever. It's all good. Even bad comments. Just go ahead. Feedback's much appreciated. I hope this helped you guys. Again, don't have high hopes for this thing. It is good for what it is, don't get me wrong, but if you're looking for something else and you have the money, go ahead and buy yourself something off the Magic Yo-Yo line for now. But if you're looking for something cheap that looks fairly cool and does have that gold-plated 10-ball bearing concave, you can go ahead and pick this up. This can pretty much pull off what you can throw at it. Again, though, depending on where you at, some of you more advanced players might be able to pull off a little bit more with this compared to intermediate throwers, because you're still transitioning into that advanced play and you're not really getting your combos down right or your tricks down right, or you're barely learning. You could probably use this yo-yo to learn tricks with, and I have used it to learn a couple tricks, and it's helped pretty well. But I would suggest maybe if you're looking for something extremely cheap and extremely stable, I would suggest from the Magic Yo-Yo line the N12 Shark's Honor. It is, for what it is, it's really good. For $20 on eBay, you can get it free shipping depending on where you order it. You will be able to play a lot better with that than with this. But if you're interested in one, don't hesitate. Pick one up. For what it is, it's pretty good. Again, decent. I hope you guys enjoyed and this was helpful and useful to you guys. Again, any questions, comments, or feedback, don't be afraid to post that. Like this video, hate this video, subscribe. Thank you guys for your time. And if you enjoyed this, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, and bye.